And we're live. It's Jeff, DW Bricks here, and Dave is down in there somewhere, maybe not in there right now. He's decided to join us today, and there might be someone else down there, but I'm not making a comment about that one. Um, Dave's desk is laughing. Dave's doing some tidying, so he'll be back in a few moments. But anyway, hello everybody, welcome episode 181. Talking about there's Stevie. Talking about the new sets that have come out and how excited we are for them. Yay! Hey Dave. So yeah, doing that. Hopefully, we'll have a few others join us as well. Who knows? We'll see what happens. I know David Sincere is done his cleanup efforts. He's now waiting for his insurance stuff to go through, so he can actually get his rooms rebuilt in this basement. So you know, and last time the week before. He was unable to join us because he couldn't find a quiet room in the house where there wasn't anybody in there because they have limited rooms right now. Having a basement that isn't technically functioning. So, how are you, Davey?
All is good.
Yeah. And there's Sandy's head now. We can see it. That was Sandy down there.
Sandy and I are fast cleaning the Lego room, which has been neglected for the last 3 months. So.
I reorganized my Lego room this past week, so
I can see the floor.
You can see mine too. I'm in the way because I'm big, but I have a floor too. So.
We need a bigger house.
Look, no, we don't. This house.
I
any bigger?
Saying that to you guys for a while because Dave needs more Lego space.
But Dave needs less Lego to put in the space.
Yeah, well, there's that too. No, I'm not saying that. I disagree. Although, you know, some things wouldn't be possible without Dave getting rid of some of his Lego. I won't say
I have another full tote for you.
Do you? I might be in town this weekend. I don't know. We'll see.
I'll have to see. I haven't been down here in a couple months, so it's.
No, that's okay. That's all right. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen this weekend. I'm planning a trip to the GTA, so we'll see what happens. But yeah. So Dave, you've been away for a little bit from us. Yeah, no, you popped in a few weeks ago, didn't you?
Not since June.
June. Wow. Well, it's summer. I understand.
Yeah, we went
busy
camping.
times.
We did a whole bunch of stuff. It's been a crazy year so far. Crazy summer.
We had a friend pass away.
My aunt passed away last week.
Oh, jeez.
So it's all part of life. We are not at that stage of our lives.
Are we mechano guys yet? Are we mechano guy age?
Oh, no.
No, we still have a few more 10-ish years, right?
Lego guy until the day I die.
No, but I'm saying, remember the mechano guys at the hobby shows? They were always a lot older than us. Remember the mechano guys at the hobby shows?
The Gray Hair Society always across the street.
They were the older group of guys and we're like, oh God, one day that'll be us. I was trying to figure out if that was us yet.
Across the way.
Yeah. Anyway. So yeah. Talk about new sets. There's
and there's this.
Brick Builders. That's old, man.
Ready for an iron-on for any T-shirt that might come my way.
Or if it just gets really hot in your room one day.
I have to dig out my white shirt for the next show. How are you doing?
Sorry, I had
you
to
good?
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay. Disney Plus has messed with me.
Messed with the wrong man.
No. When I have a Disney Plus account that I've paid for under my name, but my kids use it, and so I let Jen, my ex, use it as well because their kids are there a lot as well. And they've just initiated they finally cracked down, at least on our accounts, saying that it can only be valid in one house. They're looking at IP addresses and realizing it's not the right IP address. So we can't share the account, even though my kids travel back and forth and use the account in both places. I guess if you use it on a device like a cell phone or something, it's okay. But if you pull it up on a TV, it then starts.
You think that Disney would understand, families like that kids go back and forth between parents?
But at the same time, I could see that they don't want to do that because then people will just be like, "Well, I'm divorced," and and do that loophole. But anyway, so I'm debating. Well, I'm probably gonna get myself. I'm probably gonna get myself a new Disney Plus account so that my kids don't lose their progress and what they've watched and all that stuff. But it's just a bit of a mess. And
Do you have like Rogers Cable?
no, I have TELUS. Technically, I have TELUS TV right now for a year.
Okay.
Which is because I bought TELUS Internet and I work for TELUS, so they've given us a free year of TELUS TV. It's fun because it's not under my account, and if I want to watch a movie, I just rent it and it's free.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
We
a
just
trial.
found out that our Rogers account gives us. We have Disney Plus for free.
Yeah. If I upgrade my phone plan, which I'm thinking of doing this year as well, because we won't talk about Lego, I swear. My cell phone plan is a very cheap plan because I work for the company, but it's like the grandfathered plan, so they don't upgrade it. So I've got like a whole 3 gig of data every month, which I can deal with, but I get close some months. So I'm thinking around Black Friday I will try and upgrade my plan and switch over to something like a TELUS plan and get like a 40% discount or whatever with my employee thing. And if I do that, then I can get a discount on the bundle they have, which is Amazon Bell or Amazon Netflix and Disney Plus. It's like a bundle deal.
And we have to order all separately. We got Amazon because we have a Prime account. Because
I'm the same. I'm the same. It looks like TELUS is.
And then we have Netflix because we share it with my in-law, my dad, and so he pays for half of it.
Yeah.
Well, we added them on our account, right? You can add an extra.
Yep.
But anyways, back to the Lego schedule.
Hey,
program.
Mending Matt's here.
Hey, Matt.
That handsome young man.
He's going to be sewing today. He's going to be mending his socks.
Mending Matt.
And fixing
got
the holes.
The darning knitting going. The knitting and the darning. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul. Welcome. Yeah. So yeah, Matt has been on the mend as well. Lots of stuff going on in everybody's lives. Compared to my Disney Plus issues, this is nothing. Like that. I mean, this is important. Mine is nothing. But how's it going, Matt?
Better.
Yeah.
Back home. That's nice.
Yeah. So, still milking it a bit because you can't do stuff around the house.
Oh, I've got 6 weeks of milking it.
Awesome. That's good.
No, I'm literally gonna have a IV drip with antibiotics for 6 weeks. So I'm not really done. I'm just home. So
yeah. Well, yeah, it's cheaper to have you at home on IV than in the hospital, right?
I pointed this out to the insurance company today. Yes.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's David Sincere's in our chat as well. Hello, welcome. You can join us obviously if you want.
Hey,
yeah,
Dave.
like as soon as you mentioned you were in the hospital, I was like, oh crap, because right away, as a Canadian, party-sized Doritos. I have some upstairs.
That's for David St. Cyr. Come on over, David. I got the Doritos.
You've got the Doritos. As a Canadian, the second we hear that any Americans in the hospital, we're like, oh God, like time to remortgage the house, and
I know this is twice this year, and I got all the bills from the first time, and it was much less than I was afraid it was going to be. So the official cost was $52,000 US.
52,000 US.
Yeah,
that's like $1 million Canadian.
Yeah, and my what I owed was like about 1,600, which is still not nothing, but like.
But in comparison to 52, it's
yeah. Turned out the hospital in New Jersey was like in network, and okay, you wouldn't know what that is, but
yeah, I work in healthcare, so I do a little bit.
Okay.
It was one of the hospitals that your healthcare plan deals with. Yeah.
So, knock on wood, it won't be too much more. I was in for 5 days this time, and hopefully it won't be too expensive.
I'm trying to get her attention, see if she sees it. Sandy, David Sincere saying hi.
But the upside is that I'm supposed to stay off my toe for the next 6 weeks.
Yeah,
Very
so
good.
you
It's like doctor's orders to sit around and build a lot of Lego. I think that's how I'm
Yeah.
interpreting.
and that means you're right for hockey for the whole season, I guess, too.
Yeah,
That's how I would take it.
I already told my 2 teams that I'm not playing next season. So
Yeah. And how does it work for school? Are you just remote teaching, or are you able to go in?
so I'm half and half already.
Okay.
So I'm planning to go in and teach tomorrow.
Mhm.
We'll see how it goes. I'm going to sit in a chair. So instead of standing up, sit in a chair.
Yep.
And
See how it goes.
working on getting a temporary handicap parking for the next couple of weeks. And I think Thomas is going to drop me off tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Candice, Paul's asking if there's any monorail
That's a good
motors
plan.
mixed in with those figures.
Monorail.
Dave's going to join us. Sorry,
Monorail.
Dave, you seem to be delayed a bit, but anyway, since here's going to join us if he can once he puts his kid to sleep. So
Sorry. The
That's
internet's
like
slow.
old
We
man
got the one hamster slowing down right now.
well, it's because it's running mine too, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Us Canadians, we share the internet.
We do.
The intertubes.
We do. We share healthcare and the internet. No, we have free healthcare and the internets. Or no, the internets are way too expensive. That's why we all share.
Is that right?
We have the highest cell phone internet costs you can.
Is that right?
in the world. Yeah. Yeah, cell phone plans are ridiculous here.
So, well, I won't take it off Lego. So
No, go ahead. We haven't really been on Lego yet, so
how much do you pay for like your, like internet and?
I'll let Dave. Well, Dave, how much do you guys pay, Dave, for like an internet plan?
Right now, we have one bill. Although, again, you have to remember, I've never seen a cell phone bill because I've been in IT since the dawn of time. So, so we pay $139 right now.
No, 130 with taxes.
130 with taxes. That's
Okay.
well, it used to be a phone. We got rid of the phone. Internet and TV cable. The internet itself is, remember?
Yeah.
And then work covers $50 of it, so I don't care. And we got fiber coming to the house. So we got fiber. It's 1.5 or 2 gig or something like that, maybe 3. I don't know what it is. But
and that's unlimited.
It's unlimited and blah blah blah. But work covers the majority of it, so it just. But our cell phone bill, I now actually have a personal cell phone, and it's how much a month?
All 3 of our phones is like $200.
$200 a month for 3 of our cell phones.
$200 for 3 phones. I can't answer that. I know the plan I was kind of looking at was somewhere in the $75 to $100 range a month, but that's like almost unlimited internet or unlimited data, but they cap you after 100 gig. You get capped down to a lower G rating, 4G instead of 5 or whatever.
Right.
So, but yeah, here David's pitching in. He pays $130 per month for internet, basic cable, electricity.
Not basic. Rogers, Ignite, whatever. We get like a million channels that we don't care about.
Yeah.
We got 100 whatever channels. It's but yeah, it is fast to the point where we just use the internet. We rarely watch TV anymore. We're watching Netflix and we're watching Disney Plus and we're watching the other things. So so we
it on average the Canadian cell phone bills are more expensive than the rest of the world.
Yeah, that is more expensive. I mean, I think we have combined our cell phone and our internet to the house is $132 a month. That includes 2 phones and no cable TV, but we use streaming services for our company.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh wait, this is a Lego show. Maybe we should talk about Lego. Maybe.
Lego, what's that?
It's the plastic thing that you're sorting through right now.
All right, because
unless you've finally taken up a Playmobil hobby, but it doesn't.
My issue is I started going through my cousin's bin that she gave me like 5 months ago. And there's lots of non-Lego in there, and it's like,
Oh, you're going
it
through.
burns,
Look,
it burns us.
look at all those weapons.
Isn't
Dave's
that the
got a-
most aggravating thing? We have to sort the wheat from the chaff and the leg. It's like, oh,
Yeah, I can't complain. She dropped off a huge rugged made tote of Lego for free. So whatever Lego I got of it, I am. It's what's free.
Yeah.
well, for me, when I sort, if it's non-Lego, it gets thrown out or it gets thrown into a bin. And too often,
Yep.
if it's close enough, I have to hold it up to the light to see if the word Lego is printed on the top. And so
Yeah,
it slows me way down, you know.
way down.
I just love it when you're sorting through and you can just tell by the brick color that that's not proper Lego.
Yeah.
Um,
For us non-colorblind people, that works perfectly well.
like for example, as I was building my green space here, I found a Mega and a Tycho brick that technically came from someone else. I didn't buy these. I blame Mr. Codes. You can't really see anyway.
That would actually be like
I try to be pure, Jeff, but sometimes it's absolute crap.
that would
And
be
I can't guarantee there's not one in here. Anyway, what was
practical
that?
joke would go to a Lego fan's house and secretly slip some Mega Box into their collection when they're not looking, just to have them be like, "Ah."
So Matt's been here then.
Yeah, maybe.
Matt
That's cool.
snuck into my house. I blame
Yeah.
Matt.
I've not been to your house.
It's okay. Dave
We're always
Dave
making
hasn't been
luck.
my house either, so you know.
Again.
Yeah, you can blame the colorblind guy. You can read Mega and Tycho off of a brick, but yes, your good point. It was, like matching the color doesn't make sense. Anyway, I have a tickle in my throat tonight. I don't know why. Okay, so what have we already covered what you guys have been doing? Dave's been busy.
Matt's been mending.
Matt's been mending.
I've been in the hospital for 5 of the last 7 days, but I did do this before I went in the hospital, which is the foundation for the middle level in the Barrador set. So
Okay, yeah. So, did you do a lot of thinking about Lego when you were in the hospital? Like things you want to build, things like that?
I did try to think about the Atlanta BrickCon we're doing, the kind of new Hiroshima, but I'm a very hands-on builder, so
Yeah.
I didn't get very far. Other than I need to play around with lighting, and I sent Brian, who's down here, a question, and he wrote me like a small dissertation about lighting, and I was like, it's a lot of information.
Yeah. I'm seeing that Light My Bricks 2.0 system, and it looks really nice, but I'm pretty sure that stuff's expensive. And I know a lot of people just throw Christmas lights and stuff in their layouts to do it.
He pointed me to this company called Adafruit that does like micro lighting, and it's got some cool looking stuff. I'd like to try some of it.
That kind of sounded like a song from Sound of Music. Adafruit.
Adel.
Exactly. Dave Sincere has been saying that he's been arguing with his insurance company. Yeah, that's definitely a full-time job right there.
Right there.
I've been building green space. I ran out of brick. As you can see, the green space is kind of
Again.
I ran out of green brick though, so down at the back end. But AliExpress has some cool lighting kits for not much money. Yeah.
And you were saying that the green brick is actually kind of expensive on Bricklink.
It's not that it's expensive; it's just harder to get.
It's in smaller.
Like it's not doesn't come in a lot of sets. I think that's one of the big things. And in Europe, I can get stuff from Germany and Slovenia and places like that. But in North America, there is not a heck of a lot. For the record, this is what gig and a half internet in Canada looks like. In Dave Codis's slightly blurry, choppy thing.
Maybe Dave, get your hands treated for that jerky motion.
Dave, where's the router in your house?
The router?
Yeah,
it's in my garage beside the saw and the planer.
So it's surrounded by all the metal bits.
Well, the router, it routes wood.
Where's your
Oh,
Wi-Fi?
you mean like a computer router? Oh, you mean like a computer router? Oh, that's upstairs.
I didn't even get the dad joke. Wow. 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 Yeah, Dave.
I have a wood shop and a computer room in the same house.
Anyway, we're just not even going to get the answer to that question now. Okay, that was probably the funniest one for the night so far. All right, so yeah. As for me, as I was saying, I've been building the land, finishing off what I could. I ran out of bricks at the very end. Ba-dum-dum, as David Sincere says. I saw that, or he said pat dum dum dum. I don't think that's what he meant, but anyway. So, and I need to order more bricks. That's why we had the conversation of running out of brick. But then I realized, wait a moment, I'm going to be taking this layout and I'm going to be ripping parts out of it to put in fields, to put in pathways, to put in rivers. I don't need that much brick, so maybe I should start doing that first. That led me into into taking a picture of what I had built, and I'm just going to change the screen layout here. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out. Can I full screen this? I can, but if I do that, then I lose something. Anyways, so I took the layout that I have here, and I started adding in digitally. All right, if I put some paths in, and then I can put some water. Oh yeah, there's the water. It just took a second to pop up. And I put in the bridges. I can put in farmland, and I can put in forest, and maybe a tower or something here and there. So I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. I'll probably have a little farmhouse in this area. I want to put some windmills in here as well. But it's starting to give me an idea of what to do. Now it's just, I've now got to go take this thing apart in those areas to start working on things. And it's like, oh man, I don't know if I want to do that right now. But
as I always say, I build all my buildings 3 times.
Yeah.
At least.
I already rebuilt most of these modules 2 or 3 times because I built the basic shell. Can I show you that? Hold on. Yeah. This is basically, let me just go back to the screen. So this is basically the idea of how I build. This is a very small version, but I would build up 4 or 5 bricks, whatever. And it's just basically, it's the old building style we used to do in the in the early 2000s, where you're building columns of 2x2s, and they just lattice frame. Sorry, Dave. What did you say, Connors? Back in the day. Sorry, you broke up a bit. Basically lattice frame, and then put your brick on top, and then plate that. So as I was building my stuff, I got to the point of, I did all that lattice frame for every module first, and then I started leveling off the ground with the existing modules that I had, and then realized, I've got to raise the ground in some areas and things like that. And yeah, sorry, David, I just saw your comment there. The floor is lava because there's a nice red section over here, which is under the castle, but it's also lava. That's red, Codex, just so you know. Well, because I said Dave, and then I saw him look, and I'm like, I should have said Sincere. And then he looked, and I'm like, he can't see red. Well, he can, but he doesn't know what's red in it. Anyway, I'm not trying to be mean. I was just trying to be honest.
I thought it was mean and funny.
So, and then, where's my other pictures here? Sorry. Where is it? Oh, here. And then other things I've been working on, as I mentioned, I basically rotated my desks because, as you can see, I have a different view right now. This is where my old desk was. This is where my old desk was, and I have the white table that's currently to my right here was kind of in this space. So I basically decided to rotate it because I used this side of my table to build with more than I do the side where that bigger table was. So I rotated my desk, which included all my work monitors and such. So I did this over a few nights over the weekend, a few days over the weekend. This is my streaming work. This is what I'm currently using to talk to you guys, and this is my work PC. And then, have to ensue to clean up the mess, which is mostly cleaned up now. I built the Quinjet Lego set this weekend as well, which was a fun build. Well, it was an okay build. I don't know. It was fun to build, but there wasn't a lot of techniques in it that I really thought were awesome, other than the front windscreen, because it's like 3 different windows kind of joined together, which looks really nice. The set does come with 2 sets of stickers, so you can choose the Shield or the Avengers stickers.
Oh, really?
So I went with Shield just because I thought Shield is cooler, maybe because it's more widely used. It's Shield. But that means I can technically sell the Avengers stickers now too. And at first I thought it actually came with just two sticker sheets for the entire plane, and then realized, oh no, in the instructions it says, if you want to use the Avengers stickers, follow the book. If you want to use the Shield stickers, go to the app and download the thing. So I was like, oh, you know what? I want to go with Shield. I didn't use the app. I just cross compared the numbers on the A sticker sheet and the B sticker sheet. And I was able to figure it out. So that was good. There's the built model. Oh yeah, and then I went to my local Walmart, and I wasn't planning to buy any Lego, especially not
here we go.
Princess Peach Lego. But these are $79 sets, regular. They were marked down to $39 as you see here, and then marked down again to $25. And I actually found another sticker. They were originally 50 something marked down. So they were marked down 4 times until they hit the $25 point. So I don't think my Walmart made any money off of me buying this stuff. It was more just, oh, thank God it's gone. So I ended up buying 7 of those sets from my store, and I've finished parting them out for the most part. For the most part, more pictures of me and my desk getting organized. Me building the layout. You can kind of see that lattice work structure in there as well. And like I said, I tore it apart a few times just to make everything line up. This is me. What was I doing? Oh, this is me parting out that set upstairs. I moved my shelves around, so I put my ships up here, kind of to my right, to my left above my head. Some of the ships that are cool. Gives me more room to put stuff. And then I was just taking pictures of, my green brick storage, or my empty green brick storage right now. Pretty much every brick in green that I have that's not 1x1, 1x2, or 1x6 and above.
So sad.
It's on.
So sad. All those empty bins.
It is. And yeah, that was like the leftover. I kind of hit that point. I still have another 2 modules to build. But like I said, I think ripping parts out of other areas will get me there. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, and that was my Disney Plus hassle this morning. Sharing Disney Plus outside your household? Anyway. Disney Plus.
I'll bet when you took those princess sets out, the store manager was like, oh, thank heaven somebody bought that.
Yeah. I looked them up on Bricks and Pieces. I looked them up on Bricklink and the part out value, and buying them for $25 Canadian, I can part them out for anywhere between 80 to 100. So that's like 3 times the value. Well, 2.5 times the value, I guess. That's how I kind of look at it. If I spend $25, what am I making on top of that? Which is about 2.5 times. The Princess Peach alone, which I haven't even taken her out of the box, but I just basically put all of her parts in this bin or in a bag. This alone sells for $27. So the computer plus the crown and the skirt and a couple 1x1 rounds sells for $27 Canadian. So I probably will, because I have 7 of them. I'm probably just going to drop the price to like $20 on those, just because I do want to get rid of them. Matt is very sick. Wait, Matt is very sick. Corner. I don't know what you're talking about. Very sick. Anyway, and then Matt dropped a T on his name. And anyway,
Maybe it's a French language joke that I don't get.
yeah. I mean, very sick. I know that's what he probably meant to, like, he's playing on the word very with berry. It's not like your hat has anything to do with berries. So, what is on your hat?
It's called. It's like into the.
Oh, BS corner. Matt's in the BS world.
I got my my Motor City shirt on.
Ooh, it's got a GT.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, berry and sick. BS. Okay, sorry, I was slow, Dave. You know,
He's
and
so punny. He's so punny.
he's so punny. Yes, we know. Barry's sick. We got it. Can you understand? Jeez. Now he's just rubbing it in. Anyway, other things that happened this week, I did register for Atlanta BrickCon. So I'll be coming to that. I'm looking for a hotel still, but the rates haven't appeared yet that I know of for the hotels, so I've got to keep my eye open for that. And then BrickMNE registration is open as well, which is for next September. So I haven't registered for that one yet, but I will be registering probably in the next week or so. So there's that. I think that's it. It's been a busy week. Oh, and Cowdice went incognito or went off screen for a minute, but I was going to say, I also bought a whole bunch of, and I think I mentioned this before, Home Depot shoebox bins that we currently use, because the lids have now come out with gray lids. So all my gray brick are getting gray lids, which is really insane because I bought 36 bins to replace the lids on mine. But I'm pretty sure I will eventually fill those bins up with, like, I can now sub-store more if I had more room in here. Anyway, I'm weird.
Well, you don't have to store any green bricks right now, so that's.
Yeah, well, I have. Yeah, but I'm not. I don't compress my layout or my thingy when I don't have those bricks. That being said, my light gray, dark gray, new gray, like the bluish gray and the stone colors, whatever. Those colors are actually reduced because I have so much Lego in the castle that I just don't have. Like, I basically have made them a smaller section of my wall here. When I get those bricks back, I will definitely have lots of overstock. So yeah, but yeah. All right, shall we jump into the news?
We shall.
All right, let me just get to the right screen here. And of course, we start off with Lego Ideas. This one was gorgeous. This actually dropped a few hours, or like during the hours that we were in our last chat. Lego Ideas, Bob's Old Tugboat achieves 10,000 supporters.
Looks gorgeous.
Oh, it's beautiful. 2,900 pieces, built by Conagera. The design, a newly designed tugboat called Tugger 3, which has a detailed interior, obviously in dry dock. And it joins all the other ones that were in there. So just this backside, different sides. I'm really liking some of these boats that have come out over the past little while, and you know, I could see myself buying this if it became a Lego idea. I don't know why, but I'd have to build a big bottle to put that in. No, I'm just joking. It just looks cool. So it would definitely tempt me to buy it for sure. Next up, coincidentally, that was the last. Did that one make it in? Is that a picture in here? Oh yeah, there is. That was pretty much the last set to make it into the second 2024 review stage for Lego Ideas. So 35 projects made it in. So Lego will consider which ones these are, and then get back to us at some point saying which one they choose, probably in about a year or so, or 3/4 of a year or whatever. Interestingly enough, and the next article actually covers it, one set was removed from this list. So I'll just jump into that right now, which is the, whoops, not that one, which is actually this one here. Donkey Kong has been archived. No longer considered for the second stage 2024 review. I was actually surprised at first. Like, I mean, when we talked about this last week, I thought, oh, that would be a cool set. I'm surprised they haven't done that already. And I have a feeling that Lego just they don't want to impede with Mario's IP or sorry, they didn't want to impede with Nintendo's IP or Mario's IP. Sorry, I keep on saying it wrong for all you people who say it Mario instead of Mario. And my thought is Nintendo probably shut it down. Said, no, you can't do that. Maybe they're working on a Donkey Kong related level or something like that as well. Who knows? So that one has been shelved.
I mean, I think your intuition's probably correct, given that Lego has not exactly been shy about producing video game based sets.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have the Donkey Kong characters already for the Mario gaming system or the Mario sets, so it makes total sense that they could now turn that into some Donkey Kong related content. I would expect that to be kind of like the Cube and Princess Peach's Castle, that it would be more of a UCS style set or something like that. But yeah. Also, another ideas set that hit 10,000 today was the Cliffside House, which is actually a wall hanging, like a wall mural. That's just a little cottage that's literally attached to the side of your wall. This is by Red Panda 58892. 2,422 pieces. It features a house built on the side of a wall and can be mounted using Technic plates that are used in the art set. And there's like another view of it here. So there's a staircase that goes down the side as well. And there's a bit of an interior in the building as well.
Not to be confused with Red Panda 983271.
Yeah, no, it's a different brand, Red Panda. Yeah, I don't know how these names are created, but anyway. Oh, Paradise left. Interesting. We miss you, Davey. And switching over to the Bricklink Designer Program, which is another program through Bricklink, obviously, because that's what's in the name. They have released the pricing for the Series 3 sets, which are slated for pre-order on October 8th. 30,000 of each set will be produced, provided that they reach the minimum of 3,000 pre-orders. The most popular ones will most likely sell out within the first few days. So first up, we have the Harbor Master's Office, which is, again, a beautiful looking set. Would go really well with the seaside fishing village. What was that one called? The Sand Green building.
I think it's called the Bait Shop.
Yeah, the Bait Shop. Yeah, sure. They would go well with that one for sure. The Art of, and these prices are in American dollars for the record, $209. The Art of Chocolate, which is pretty cool looking as well, at $229.99. This is probably one of the last modulars that we're going to be seeing in these, because modulars are no longer allowed. And I think this one is a modular. I think it had the holes for it. So again, pretty interesting looking model. This totally has a Christmas modular like appearance too, although it dwarfs all the current Christmas modulars, I would say.
I don't know. Like some of them have pretty peaked roofs. I think it might not dwarf as much as you think.
I'm just thinking more in the full size of it. Like it's basically it's one of the larger buildings for sure. I mean, you're totally right. It's some of them do have higher roofs and stuff. So
okay.
We also have the Forest Stronghold at $299.99, a castle set.
Now, I'm not a castle guy, but this is impressive. Like this makes me make me want to go buy that.
Okay. What in particular about it?
The archway, the trees coming off on the sides. Like it's not just the density and volume that you get in some castle type stuff. It's also like it feels like a whole scene. So
let's see if there's any other pictures out here. Oh, there are other pictures. It's got a full interior.
Oh, nice.
Which obviously it would. Breaks into 3 parts. And comes with a bunch of the forest people and a couple of black falcons.
The other thing about it is that, a lot of castle, based on reality are very vertical. And this
Yeah.
kind of draws your eye from left to right. It's just it's different than what you see. So the uniqueness of it is part of what makes it very attractive to me.
Yeah, I can see that. It's appealing. I mean, I haven't bought any of these yet because, well, $299.99 US. It's like not something I have a budget for, especially forking over that money on October 8th because that's the day you have to buy it. Otherwise, you're not going to get it. Then we have the camping adventure set at $54.99. This is more in my price range. The little camping trailer and the tree and stuff.
That's the kind of set where I look at it and think I could just download the instructions. I probably have all those parts.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and a lot of these parts, like all these sets, are based off of the Bricks and Pieces selection of parts. So yeah. Sorry, I just messed. I was sending the camping trailer to Janie because I know she's a big trailer lover or camping lover. So yeah, I mean all the parts of these sets are available on Bricks and Pieces. So because that's part of the limitation of the parts for the Bricklink Designer program. Last up, we have the Lost City at $289.99, which is basically looks like an abandoned city thing. I mean, this would kind of go. I think it would kind of work into Rivendell's type sets.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, you might have to take some of the trees growing out of it out, but it could easily work in with that.
That rooftop techniques looks like very much in the vein.
Yeah. Agreed. So yeah. Apparently, I'm looking for new Crocs, which is technically true. Anyway.
What has Jeff searched for lately? Apparently,
and technically, yes, the rain. I don't know if that's not a smart rain, but I've got one of the samples Samsung smart rains on my finger just to test out how it feels. All right, next up, Lego Lord of the Rings is free currently on Prime Gaming. Now, this was posted August 29th, so it might not be free anymore. So for those of you who use Prime Gaming, they're giving away the Lego Lord of the Rings video game for free. The game will be available to download till the end of September. Obviously, this ties in with the Lord of the Rings, the Amazon's releasing of season 2 of the Lord of the Rings show that's on. The game features the storyline of Lord of the Rings, which includes the Fellowship of the Rings, the Two Towers, Return of the King. Once you redeem the code, head on over to GOG. I'm not sure what GOG is, the site that actually has the games on it, I guess, to actually claim the game over there, and you can download it. So I'm not a gamer to know, so therefore I don't know what GOG means. But anyways. Also, Lego gaming news. Lego Harry Potter Collection Remastered has been announced, available October 8th. So technically, if you're not going to buy Bricklink Designer Program sets, you can now maybe buy this game and play it. So this is the game originally was the two, when they originally put it out, there was years 1 through 4 and 5 through 7. So this is, the collection combines both of the games, as well as the DLC packs that were released. The remaster will have updated graphics and have gameplay at 60 frames per second in 4K, as well as haptic feedback and high-resolution shadow maps. Players that already own the current version of the games can get the PS5 or Xbox Series versions at discounted prices. I don't know if anybody's still interested in these games, but if you are, go for it. They were fun to play. I won't argue with that one. Also, being the week of Harry Potter as well, Lego Harry Potter prints have been available in the Reward Center. While supplies last, there's 4 prints, 1 for each of the houses at the looks of it. So they can be redeemed to the Reward Center for 1,600 insider points. You get a set of 4 original artwork prints on premium paper, which measure 11.8 inches by 15.7. The prints feature artwork from the first 4 Harry Potter movies. Oh, my apologies. I thought it was the houses. It's the first 4 movies. So the Sorcerer's Stone, the Chamber of Secrets, the Prisoner of Azkaban, and the Goblet of Fire. It's actually pretty cool looking. So, So yeah, if you're a Harry Potter fan, you can redeem that. In order to actually get them shipped to you, though, you do have to order something from Lego. And if obviously, with this being Harry Potter week, you probably already knew that. You've probably already ordered stuff as a Harry Potter fan. All right, this one actually came up. We were talking about this on Monday in the Old Gray Bricks. There's the Lego DC Batman versus the Joker gift set at Walmart in the States, but I assume this will come to Canada as well. It's actually a 3-in-1 set, so it's the Batwing, the Batmobile, as well as the Batman on the stand on the, I can't think of what it's called, the gargoyle. So it comes with 3 Batmans, a Joker, and 3 Batmans and 2 Jokers. So, wide range of characters here. So the Joker gift set is available online for $50 US. The gift set includes the Batmobile, Batman versus Joker Chase, the Batwing, Batman versus the Joker, and the Batman 1992 Polybag. Note that the Batman set itself is $48 US, and the Batwing retails for $38, and the Polybag. So the Batwing and the Polybag are just $1 each when you're ordering this. I don't know if this is available in Canada, but I'm tempted to jump onto Walmart.com right now and check. Walmart.ca and see if we've got this $66,790. Because that is a good deal, and I don't own any. Well, other than the Polybag that I spent $15 on, only to find it a day later for $5 at the Atlanta BrickCon. But anyway, I wouldn't mind. I that to me is a good deal. All right, next up. All right, Pharrell. If I'm assuming most people watching know that Pharrell is doing a Lego movie called Piece by Piece, the story of his life type thing, but it's a Lego version, which will be in the theaters on October 11th. So there was a poster released earlier this week that kind of highlights the movie, or highlights just the advertisement for the movie. And it also is featuring Daft Punk somewhere in here, the Daft Punk characters. Oh yeah, right here. 2 of them at least. I don't see any others, but so that came out, and then just today was the first set. I don't know if there's going to be more, but the Over the Moon with Pharrell Williams set 10391 was officially revealed. So it features a rocket with a rainbow cloud of thrust coming out of the back of it. The upcoming movie Piece by Piece, it'll be released in stores and online on September 20th. So in 16 days. Price is $109.99 US, 139 Canadian. The set is made of 3 parts: a black and gold shuttle, the jet stream, and 2 minifigures. Pre-order for the set are now live on Shop at Home. And does it actually see the parts? The parts are written on here somewhere, I thought. It's like 600 or 700 parts, I think, for $139. I don't know the exact part count, honestly, but I could probably look it up. There was chat about it earlier today, but anyway. This set also comes with the most diverse range of minifigure skin tones compared to everything Lego has done so far. The set has 7 different skin tones and 51 different heads for the minifigures. 30 of them are designed specifically for this collab. Other than that, the set boasts new color piece combos, also designed specifically for this collab, and the custom-made windscreen canopy made in drum lacquer gold, which is a first. The canopy is an existing canopy. It's just custom in the drum lacquer gold. The jet actually looks pretty cool. I mean, I would say it's not an overly complex design, but it does look pretty cool. Not a big fan of this big thrust coming out of the back, but it does also come with 3 sets of wheels, so you can just not have it taking off that way. And as you can see, there's a display stand for all the faces for his friends with a PH. And one of the complaints that we did have in our Canadian Brick Builder Facebook chat was that Pharrell doesn't have much hair on his head, and instead of giving him like a skull cap or something, like a piece that would go over his stud, they've just thrown a hat on him. So basically everybody else is bald, I guess, or just doesn't have hair. I was kind of trying to see if there was like a Snoop Dogg type face in here, and I couldn't really see one. I assume because Snoop Dogg's in the movie as one of the characters, so I assume that there would be they would maybe put a face in it that looks like him too, but it doesn't look like it.
I mean, I hope that they're gonna produce some sets with other like celeb figures, because I think they would sell very well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, I'm like, oh look, it's another triangle spaceship. How many more?
Yeah.
And the rainbow kind of exhaust is very meh for me. And the only reason to get it, like if it were on clearance, I would buy it just for all of the mixed head colors, which I think is a nice feature, but that's like literally the only thing about the set that would
buy it. And I don't know if those, because it's a licensed set, I don't know if those heads will appear in the Lego store, in the bricks and pieces or anything like that. I mean, obviously I think they said 30 new ones, so existing ones might. So yeah. And second last but not least, another couple of sets were announced a few days after our last chat, which is the Christmas related sets. Yes, Christmas in September, sorry. So that's the poinsettia and wreath have officially been announced. The perfect display pieces for Lego enthusiasts to have some festive flair at home. No need to water or take care of these ones. Just a little bit of dusting. Nice. A whole lot of protection from swiping cats or other curious little ones nearby. This obviously is not the Lego press release. This is the author of the article's comments, but they are available for pre-order already, and will be in Lego stores officially on October 1st. So first up, we have the 608-piece poinsettia plant replica, which is quite nice. I could buy this one, the poinsettia, just because I think that would make a nice little table decoration and give someone in my family something to build while they're visiting for Christmas. I wonder if that's why they come over at Christmas now. Anyway, the second set is a 1194-piece wall or table decoration, which is the wreath. It can also be turned into a garland by using the 4 hinge loops included. Even it comes with different types of decorations to customize your own wreath to your liking, using the included orange slices, cinnamon, pine cones, red berries, and blueberries and white berries. This one will resell for a retail for $99 US.
I would probably get that.
Yeah, I would get it, although I still to this day want that 3D printed wreath that's just like the really large the really large leaf pieces, like the old school leaf pieces. So I can hang it on my front door on the outside. Because I would hang this on my front door, but I don't think it would last that long. You'd have pieces falling off probably every time you close the door, and someone might just come take it.
Yeah.
Although,
I built the fall like dried flower centerpiece set that they put up, which has some great parts and some great colors, but sitting on the table in my entryway, and the cats had just run over it a couple times, and some of the stuff is not very strongly attached. So I keep finding little parts of it, and they're not really playing with the wreath itself. They're just running over it, and things are falling off. So unless it's hanging on the wall, I don't think it's going to stay together. Yeah.
And I'm thinking technically you could actually have this also as a centerpiece and just put the poinsettia in the middle.
Yeah.
That might actually work as well. So you can kind of combine them together. All right. And last but not least is the Batman classic TV series Batmobile has been announced. And it's selling for $149.99 US. It's actually pretty cheap, I would say. Which is a great price for 1,822 1,822 pieces, I mean. This will be also available October 1st. It looks to come with at least 2 new windscreens, maybe 4, least it comes with 4 windscreens. It looks like to me they are different pieces front and back. I think from looking at these pictures, I think the front one doesn't slope down as quickly as the back one does, which you can kind of see here. This looks longer to me than this one, but that's just my call. And obviously the only thing I'm interested in this set is the windscreens, apparently, because I think they would make interesting vehicles. And actually, I'm just thinking, how many people are going to build fighter jets with those windscreens?
Oh yeah.
It'd be a fairly big scale one, but yeah. For me, this is not something I'll probably buy. I was saying recently, like the Ecto 1 is another set I haven't bought yet, and it's in the car series technically, and I have almost all the cars. I'm missing this. I'm missing. I think I'm missing I'm missing James Bond's car, and these two basically, and the Lamborghini, which I just haven't bought yet. But these ones look to be a lot longer, so they're not going to fit well on my shelves, and it's just like, I don't know. The Batmobile, the old style Batmobile never appealed to me because I never watched the show because this was before I was born. I mean, I did watch the show over years later, but you know.
For me, the show came on after school. It was in syndication,
Yeah.
So I mean, I actually watched it, and as a kid, I enjoyed it, but I'm just not a car guy. So like, the car was never a big part of my enjoyment of watching Batman. It was the silly antics and the pow.
Yeah. The onomatopoeia.
Yep.
Boom, pow, whack. 199.99 Canadian. Does this have it? It does have a display stand. Oh, and it does come with an Adam West figure, but no Robin at the looks of it. I wish I could get a better view of this. Oh, let's go to Brickset for a minute. Maybe we can. Because Brickset usually has the highest quality pictures possible. Let's just go to the images here. There we go. There's Adam West. But yeah, no Robin, which is kind of interesting. And this looks kind of similar to the Polybag. Different Batman, but similar idea of him standing on on the corner of a building type thing. With I can't think of that name again. Damn. Gargoyle on the corner of the wall. It's one of those days. Change of plans from Dave Sinceri. I won't be able to join. I have to pick up my daughter at choir practice. Life was too tired to go. No problem, Dave. You know, life gets in the way. No, not life gets in the way. Things take precedence. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh yeah, here's a good shot of those windscreens though too. So yeah, they are different.
Yep,
I would say, because that's like a 3. That's a 6 long, and that's definitely longer than 6 studs. 1, 2, 3.
Definitely the slopes are not the same.
Yeah. And they are individual windshields as well, which I was pretty sure of, but that confirms it as well.
I can't imagine them making them as like one piece that had to be side by side. I mean, that would be. I mean, not that they haven't made some ugly pieces one piece, but
that would have been horrible for sure. So, but yeah, I mean, I'll probably pick up a few of those windscreens. I say that, and I realize that I have bought a lot of these windscreens that have come out over the years, and I haven't had a chance to build with them. So obviously, I need to build some things. Oh, but he's watching us. That's a little creepy. Cool.
Should we do more hand gestures?
Well, I don't know how closely he's watching us. I don't want to give him the finger. That'd be mean.
Are we on mute, or can he hear us?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm assuming he's listening to us as well as watching. But yeah. So, and I believe that's mostly it, other than the new parts that came out this on September 1st with these sets. He's watching us very closely. The interesting thing is Brickset hasn't released the sets or the parts that have come out for September, which I tend to like that layout better just because it's a grid. But we'll quickly run through here because I know Matt likes the parts as well. Potential new mold in the door with the window in it. It's weird to see a new design idea for such a new mold. It's unclear if it's different than the previous one.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a new energy effect. So a lot of these are coming from the Dungeons and Dragons characters, for the record. New cloth pieces as well. There's the disc for the moon or the sun, no, the moon of the of the Nightmare Before Christmas set. Again, some pants attachments, some skirts, some tail. I guess it's the tail of the back.
Some enhanced attachments.
Sorry?
Some enhanced attachments. Your word choice made me giggle.
There's the armor for the new dragon based figure from Dungeons and Dragons, the wings of the bird.
Is that armor actually even? It looks the same to me, but I'm not a big armor.
It's printed. It's definitely a printed armor.
Okay.
There is no element ID yet on it. Maticus, well, you saw what Maticus was doing with that armor on Monday. It's like, okay, I guess I'm getting a few of those characters extra. There's the Legends of Zelda shield. This thing, the Arcana of Time, is the weirdest piece I've ever seen. Don't know anything about what it is, but it's just a weird looking piece. Oh, now he's listening because he's starting to drive. So watch out for that car, Dave. Yeah, and thank you for not watching us as you're driving. There's the new battle axe piece for one of the Dungeons and Dragons characters as well.
That's an interesting part. I can imagine used in non-weapony type ways as well.
Yeah, micro scale Batwing. It's not quite the right shape, but when I saw that, I was like, oh, that kind of looks like it could be like a little spaceship. A new sword. I guess that's for the Zelda set as well. Some other new weapons. Mace head with spikes on it for the Dungeons and Dragons. The eagle head. This head. I can't remember what this guy's called. Then also all the different hair pieces. Scrolling through quickly for Zelda and Dungeons and Dragons. The new little baby dragon part, which is pretty cool. We have the dog from I can't think of his name. Max, is that the dog's name? From Nightmare Before Christmas? I don't remember. The Devourer character from Dungeons and Dragons, and then a bunch of recolors. Did you know there was never a blue bar in For Long?
It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I know. Obviously, like some of these pieces, I can understand being newer style, newer colors because they're newer elements.
It's like up until a couple of years ago, there was like one of the slope pieces, 1x slope pieces had never been made in like either light or dark gray. And like, how is that possible? Yeah,
I know. There's some weird pieces. I still, the tooth piece, the 1x1 tooth piece that instead of coming straight out, it bends like 90 degrees down.
Yeah.
I want one of those in medium light orange, or in the medium orange color. I think you know what I mean. Bright light orange, I think it's called.
Yeah.
I want that for street lights, for stop signs, or for traffic lights, for the crosswalks. I thought that would be a great piece, and I've had that on my want list for 10, 15 years, and they still haven't come out with that piece of that color. Nowadays, I think I could probably get away with using one of the 1x1 brackets to do it, but I still, in my head, it's like, why hasn't that piece ever come out? And I mean, honestly, what would a tooth in that color be used for, right? So, anyways, we have some minifig accessories, heads, hair, hats, legs and torsos. We have a recolored of the chicken.
Golden chicken.
I thought we had one of those years ago.
Yeah,
that was flat silver, I think.
Yeah, I could. Yes, it was a kind of. Yeah,
I think I was in one of the Emmett sets, one of the Lego movie sets. And this one kind of weird to me, a light nougat plant or light nougat leaf.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see it being useful for some things, but it just definitely not for me. Like light nougat in trees, I don't think would work too well. unless you're on an alien world. Anyways, the new Technic gear in bright green for the Harry Potter the Burrow set. There's a dark brown window frame, 2x2 window frame.
Yeah, that's been available before. I'm pretty sure.
In dark brown.
I think so. I don't know. At least I think I have some in my collection.
Yeah, dark turquoise teal window frame. Reddish brown 3x3 window. Oh, no, that is 1x2. Okay.
That 3x3 window, they're rolling out that in a lot of colors.
Yeah. And then a bunch of printed bricks, some more cloth, some more minifig faces for mini doll parts, minifig accessories. The new shield is kind of tempting as well. That also is with that same dragon knight. A couple other shields as well, the loot, and then a bunch of heads. The Dungeons & Dragons characters all come out with extra heads too, at least some of the faces. There's a few of them that come with extra face prints and stuff. And then we also have the Advent calendar sets as well. That's where a lot of these figures are coming out of also. A lot of these torsos and heads. I think that's pretty much it. I'm just scrolling through.
Yeah. I just say for me personally, it's a lot of
Yeah.
There's not parts that have me drooling, like, oh, I can't wait for that to become available. So
yeah, I agree. There's not much other than, and I mean, all the Dungeons and Dragons figures, those parts won't really be in this Lego Pick-a-Brick unless they use it somewhere else. So,
yep.
I think we're gonna just kill it here. Not the chat, but just we have an owl. We have there's a dark tan bird printed.
It's a new color. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not too bad. A cute cat. Oh, a chubby cat. Another chubby cat. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that doggy before. Oh, German Shepherd style, just different color. And this dog's funny because it's the dog wearing the safety vest, but it's a Christmas sweater.
Oh, that's
Advent calendar. It's kind of fun. I'm thinking the city Advent calendar is actually a good buy this year. There's a few elements in it that are pretty cool.
I'll have to take a close look.
Yeah, there's a baby stroller, like a two-piece, like basically a one-piece stroller now that they have for the babies, which is pretty cool, and a baby obviously in a Christmas sweater. So yeah, that wraps up the news.
I want to know when they're going to make a cat stroller. We have one at our house. We take our cats out for a walk.
Oh, geez. Dave, watch out for that car. I'm assuming he's still driving, so,
Watch out for that police officer.
And apologies to Dave's daughter, who's currently listening to us mock him while he drives. While he tries to drive. Now,
I got a ticket while doing the chat in Old Gray Bricks. I got pulled over. I left the chat for that part.
Yeah. And yes, I just spilled some liquid on me when you said that.
It is pretty funny,
Yeah, it is. It is for sure. Yeah, I guess the weekend. Well, the week I go to Atlanta. No, I'll probably stop on Wednesday night. I'm still trying to debate for Atlanta whether or not to come down a day earlier. But I was looking at things to see and do in Atlanta, and it's like in February, there's not really a lot of stuff. I mean, there's the aquarium and stuff, or I could go to the far side of the city and go to Atlanta Brick Co. and stuff like that.
Go for a leisurely dim sum.
Yeah, true.
And that's pretty close to that's close to the side of town. The better Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese restaurants are all near where ABC will be. So
okay. Well, maybe that might be an idea. We'll have to see.
Uh-oh. I finished bag 23 and I have a brick left over.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Yeah.
Yeah. At least you know right away. It's like, oh, okay, that's not normal.
Yep.
That's too big of a piece to be
That's not a bonus piece, Dave.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Although there has been a few times where like you build a set and it's like, wow, it comes with a few extra pieces that I kind of get that they would put extra in, but I'm trying to think what set it was I built the past few days. I don't think it was the Quinjet, but there was something I built in the past few days that just came with an extra transclear antenna. Was it the? Oh, it might have been this Mario set. I think there was an extra transclear antenna that was being used for something in one of the characters. But,
so about the Quinjet,
yeah,
many years ago when the second Lego store in Atlanta opened, it was near where I lived near it, and I let it be known that I was willing to volunteer for the grand opening weekend. And so one of the tasks that was farmed out to our lug was building the store window displays. And so I got one Duplo set, the Quinjet, and something else. And so I built, that was the first generation Quinjet.
Yeah.
And it was a fun build.
We did that for a couple of stores as well.
Okay.
In Toronto when they opened. And one of my friends tried to make a contest of seeing how little pieces you could put into the set. So basically, if there was filler brick inside to make it structurally sound, they would just take that out.
Uh-oh.
Just for because you could. And it was kind of funny to see that. I mean, I think once those sets are done with, like once they rotate those sets, they just break. Don't they just throw them out or something? Like, what do they do with those parts?
Back in my day, they basically, if you built it, you got to take it home. And then nowadays, the process is they have to build them all in store because they're worried about getting sued for people doing work at home by putting Lego sets. So now they do like a lottery once a quarter or something, like the unneeded sets, go home based on a lottery system.
For the employees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that they do that still, where they have people. Well, you were saying that now they build in the store, but I don't know for store openings if that's even something that they still do, is to farm out the models to the AFOLs. Yeah, I don't know. So, anyways, we're at an hour and 12-ish minutes. I don't know if you want to call it a night or.
Yeah.
You're not.
It's been a long.
Yeah, you're not of best of health at the moment. So, all right, we will call it a night because we don't want Dave to run off the road because we say something weird.
Helicopters are dumb, David.
Helicopters are dumb. I was watching something on YouTube today. I watched Richard Hammond's, from the Top Gear. They've got a car show on YouTube called anyways, a show on YouTube. I can't think of the actual name of it right now.
Crap.
Drive Tribe. So it's just something that he kind of runs it out of his company that's going on, and he was talking about going to a Summerside place where he used to go to as a kid, and one of the things that he said was that city has the largest helicopter museum in all of Europe, and I'm like, Dave should go there. But
when I worked at the Lego store one day, I was sort of complaining that like every line seems to have like Scooby-Doo, let's have a helicopter, and city, there's like, and so one day my manager said, here, come here, and I'm like, did I do something wrong? He goes, no, we're going to count the helicopters. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we went around the store, just counted all the different helicopters and sets on the shelf at the time. And I said, I get the feeling you also think there's a lot of helicopters. He goes, well, it's obvious it has a play value. Kids can spin it. They can zoom it around. He's like, I get why it's in it, but he's like, if you're a parent and you buy even a couple Lego sets, you're going to get a helicopter for your kid in one of these sets.
There's not a lot of them currently available, though, which is kind
is that right?
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of sets that have them. I mean, they did the new City Jungle line. I think there's a larger helicopter for carrying things there. I wonder if they go helicopters as well, because kids don't have to be running around the house with the airplane in their hand versus a helicopter, which is, it would move a lot slower, so maybe the kids will move a lot slower. I wonder if that's part of it too, that helicopters are more preferred over planes. They're also less parts. But
that's true.
So anyways, Mr. Sincere, drive safe. Mr. Cowdice, hopefully your internet comes back eventually. Matt, hopefully you're feeling better as the days go on.
I do.
Wandering Bricks.
Yeah, I definitely do.
Hello, Wandering Bricks. Thanks and good night. And yeah, we'll be back next week, hopefully with more news. We are getting closer to Christmas, so there will be more news. There are some sets that should be announced soon. Winter Village set, assuming they're doing some.
And we should usually get like a pre-Christmas wave of Star Wars with a really big set, and that's what I'm waiting on.
Yeah, and technically the new modular at some point.
Yeah.
And obviously all the January releases, those come more in late October, early November.
I mean, what would the online forums talk about except for like, does anybody know what the next modular is? Like, there's like 30 threads that get started on like the Facebook forums or like, and I'm just like, no, nobody knows until like pictures. Yeah.
So, but yeah, time will tell. But I expect news cycles will pick up soon anyhow. And the other thing I was noticing, we haven't had a new carnival, like a roller coaster type set or amusement park set.
Yeah.
We haven't had a new one for the past 2 years, and it's overdue if they are still continuing the line.
Yeah, because they had to come out on about every other year basis.
Yeah, and it's usually in June, July that they announce them. From looking at, or that they become available. I was researching that from Brickset, and they're usually available June, July every year. I'm not sure what's happening with those, but
I don't think the Loop coaster sold very well.
Okay.
I think that the elevator in the like House of Horror, I think that one did okay. But
yeah,
I think they could come back and revisit the Fairground Mixer, which was the first one.
Yep. That one was actually premiered or was actually shown to us at BrickFest one year. Jamie Berard came to our event, and he revealed, I believe it was the Fairground Mixer to us. Okay. So it was a pretty cool thing. The news articles dropped the same day as well, but we got one of the first up close looks, so that was pretty cool. So, but yeah, so there's definitely sets that should come out that haven't yet, or that we would expect to come out soon. So, as usual. Anyways, we'll let you go, especially you, because you need to get some rest and maybe get an IV or two.
Not yet. Squeeze
the bag.
By Saturday.
Sorry?
I'm on pills till Saturday. So.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right, well, I'll hit the end button now, and we'll see you guys next week.